Welcome to an impromptu live, one that reflects Sunset Monday. I refer to it as Sunset Monday. I'm here in the parish of St. John. In fact, Palmer's Bay. Yeah? Let me just show you. So this here is the scenery. This direction is the direction we came from, St. George's, to come up. And this bay here is called Palmer's Bay. Yep. I mean, just look at the calmness of the waves, the whole setting. So my whole aim with you for the next hour or so is to capture the sunset. So I won't do much talking. You can see in the distance here one of the boats that plies the route between Grenada and Carriacou. Alexia is heading up. It's making its journey up to Carriacou. But let us focus on the sunset here. I must say we got here in a good time. And just so you know, from Paris St. George up to Palmer's Bay, from the city itself, there are at least 7 bays. Grandmore Bay, Molinet Bay, Dragon Bay, Palmer's Bay, Grand Roy Bay, I think, just to name a few. Along the western coast, we have quite a number of bays, headed right up to the most northerly of Parish St. Patrick. Yeah? I did a check of the map from St. George, the city of St. George, right up to this end here, Palmer's Bay, and I said, let me try and see if I could get it to show you. I forgot my glasses. So I'm in a quandary as it is there now. So I'd have my lady friend here count in terms of the whole. If you look here, you would see the bay names. Count and tell me how many bays. I take the power. Folks, I've just been told by my lady here, Glenda, that from the city of St. George's, the capital, in the parish of St. George, right up to Palmer's, yes, between these 2 points, inclusive of Palmer's, we have 10 bays. 10 bays. Yep. I just want to show you too. A few years back, we had a storm surge that affected the entire western side from St. George right up to St. John. And this stonework that you're seeing here is evidence of the protection, the barrier or sea defense that was put in place after that storm surge. Let me welcome each and every one of you here to this Sunset Monday. Again, I'm in Palmer's Bay in the parish of St. John. I'm going to try to get closer to the sea. As it is there, the stones might be very hot. I'm going to still try, just bear with me. So it's Sunset Monday. Sunset Monday. Again, as I said, there won't be much talking on this one. I just want you to enjoy, listen to the sound of waves, and see the sunset. The sun is already in position and will probably disappear within the horizon, maybe within the next hour or less. I thought the rocks was going to be very hot, but it's not as hot. I guess it's all in my mind or all in my head. Folks, it's windy. The day, for the most part, was overcast. We had some intermittent showers. And I'm quite sure we're feeling the effects of the Sahara dust as well, too. Because when you look in the far distance, you're seeing a hazy sort of a whitish film or build up. Even my vehicle, even I guess quite other vehicles are suffering the effects of the dust, the Sahara dust. Your interior, if your glass is down, your interior, and even if you wash it down now, by the time you turn to it's the same situation. Yep. If it's not one, it's the other, and it's just life. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Kathleen. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. I am in the parish of St. John, yeah? Palmers Bay to be exact. I left St. George and my mission today was to capture the sunset in all its glory. So here I am at Palmers Bay. Yep, I just want to show you a little bit. Palmers Bay. Yeah, just off Grand Roy. Just a stone's throw there from Grand Roy. And I'm sitting here on the rocks. I probably will be here for the next hour, capturing and attempting to share with you and other viewers the beauty of nature. How is the family? How is the rest of the family? Trust all is well. see the effects of the sun on the on the on the ocean. Hey Tracy, my dear, it's Sunset Monday. Sunset Monday. I'm here in the parish of St. John, Palmer's Bay to be exact. Would you believe that I left home sweet home only to capture for you and other viewers the beauty of nature? So I'm sitting here on the rocks. I'm sitting here on the rocks. Take a look. I have my moderator on the side, Glenda, informing me of the comments because I forgot my second pair of eyes. So it's now, let me check the time. Sorry? Check. Check. Sorry there, folks. So it's now 10 minutes past 5. I'm quite sure within the next half an hour to three-quarter of an hour, the sun and the sunset will have disappeared. So I'm going to bring it right down to the last bit so that all can see. Hi, Miss Pam. Hi, Miss Pam. How are you today? How are you today? Thank you for joining us live. Myself and Glenda were on the West Coast, and it's Sunset Monday. Sunset Monday. She's checking for me the temperature. It's 85 degrees. 85 degrees. It's been sunny for the most part, and with a bit of humidity. Yeah, not stinging though, because we've been having some serious cloud coverage within the past week or so. Additionally, we've been seeing a lot of big jacks. And I remember as a little boy, my grandmother and other persons around her age, about her age, when when they see that there is a buildup of cloud, cumulus cloud, clump above, they would always say that look out for big jacks. And trust me, within the past few days, there has been quite a lot of big jacks on sale. In fact, they have been passing in the villages within the past few days, selling the jacks. Some for $10 a pound, some $8 a pound. There ain't nothing better than that. I hope all is well with you today. I hope all is well with each and every one of you. Yeah. It's another Monday, yes. May is almost on its way out. Yes, today is the 26th. We have 5 more days. And then June too soon will be right here. You know, I'm looking at in the distance there, and I can recall, again as a little boy, I always have to go back. When you see that imaginary line between the ocean and the clouds or the heavens, one always thought that once you got when you get to that point, there was a drop. That is the furthest from the truth. In fact, the more you go, the more you see. Those were the days, huh? For some of you, I'm quite sure it's already nighttime and morning time in various parts of the world. I'm hearing beautiful Grenada. Yes, the state of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. But moreover, I'm on the island of Grenada, the main island, because we have two dependent islands, Carriacou and Petit Martinique. I just want you to enjoy and listen to the sound of the waves beating on the rocks. Hey, Miss Pam, what's the weather condition in your area at the moment? Is it still cool, cold? Because I'm quite sure soon time the coldness will have disappeared and in comes humidity, high temperatures. So folks, we got here sometime before 4:45. It may have been um, 4:35 or 4:40 thereabouts. I must say we are fortunate here in these parts to be able to experience the sunset, feel its warmth, moreover. Yes, in places like Alaska, And so I'm not quite sure if there's ever a sunset. And if there is, how effective or is it as warm as one would like? Or is it as warm as that which we're experiencing here in the state of Grenada, the Caribbean, and other parts of the world? Forgot. It's a holiday in your end there as well. It's Memorial Day. Don't worry, I'm going to bag you some warm sun and try to get it to you as soon as possible. Either that or you may have to come back. You can see in the distance there a yacht. Yep. Or it seems as a fishing trawler though. Have you heard from Doc lately, Miss Pam? Have you heard from Doc lately? Hey Tracy, what's the weather like today? Is it cold, cool? What's the temperature like on your end today? So is she in New York? Is she in New York? Oh, she's in South Carolina. Okay, okay, okay. Well, all we can do is just wish her well. She's on her own timing, beating to her own drum. So as the oh, okay, okay, got you, Miss Pam, got you. As it is now, I can. It is clear that the movement, albeit slowly, in terms of the sun setting, is progressing. It would have been nice if only I could have walked along the rocks to that end right there, headed down, and then back up that way. Yeah? It's a dangerous cell though. Dangerous and slippery. I'm trying to move a bit. Bear with me there. I'm trying to go a bit closer. So that you can see a bit better or get a better view. Sorry about that there. Yep. See the action of the waves. I'm looking for a relatively flat surface on which I can set up the tripod. I think I have found just the right surface, I think. Ah, folks, I'm a bit closer to the water's edge. And the tripod is a bit more stable. Hi, Lydia. What's up? You're missing in action. Missing in action. We are up on the west coast in the parish of St. John, Palmers Bay to be exact. It's Sunset Monday. Sunset Monday. Glenda and I are on the west coast. I wanted to get a full view of the sunset to bring to you and other subscribers, followers, and viewers. Additionally, you're privy to the waves, the action of the waves, and the sound of the waves. Let's look at the water. So inviting. But mind you, this side here is very deep. I'm here sitting on the rocks. Oh, there goes another of the boat that plies the route between Grenada and Carriacou, the Osprey line. It's my favorite, well, it's usually my favorite mode of transport. Folks, take a look. The Osprey line is headed towards Carriacou. You can see it in the distance. Yep, the Osprey lines. Moving very fast, I dare say. Yep. Osprey lines. Can hear the sound of Osprey as it heads out, heads up. That's the Osprey line, straight ahead. Yep. Welcome, folks, wherever you are, to this Sunset Monday Live. I'm here in the parish of St. John, Palmer's Bay to be exact, in the Child state of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Thank you for joining this live. Feel free to like, share, comment. I value your comments. And ultimately, please subscribe. Thank you, Lydia. Thank you. I'm going to be here for the next half an hour or so to ensure that the full effect of the sun is not just felt by myself and probably felt by you and others, but also seen till it disappears, till it disappears. Thereafter, we may go around the island or head back home. Folks, my mother, Rita Glenda, is having me cracking up here. She's way up in the distance. Let me just show you for a moment. There she is. There she is. Sitting on the wall. Mother Rita Glenda. Yeah? Ah. So, folks, it's 25 to 6 on my end here. So we'll probably be here up until about 6:30. I do believe by that time um, the sunset would have ended. So kindly stick around. Who is it? All right, my dear friend, I hear you. I'm looking out for footage from the islands. That's all I'm going to say. I am looking out for footage from the islands. Folks, I hope that brings a sense of warmth to you and to your space, wherever you are. Yeah? Whatever you may be going through as well. It's my pleasure. It will always be my pleasure to bring footage of that kind and things of that nature to you. Just look ahead, just look above. We see some birds in the distance. Yep, one or two of them. Yep. I guess they're ready to fly south, as the saying goes. I happen to have observed too that during the morning times, the birds will come from the south side of the island. And I don't know if it's the same with all the islands or most places, they come from the south. They come from the south and they head up to either the east or the north, probably in search of food. And then evening time, as is the case with people working in the city of St. George, morning time you would see the vehicles and the people flying their way to St. George's. And the reverse is the same during the evening time, headed back to the various areas. So I'm quite sure it's the same thing there with the birds. Head out to work, come back home in the afternoon time. Just a few of them. Take a look. Look at the effect of the sun as it gets closer and closer to the imaginary line, that horizontal line, that sort of a divide, division between the sea and up above. Look at this glistening effect on the water. Just taking a bit of the action of the wave there in the meantime. Yep. Let me just show you a bit of scenery to my left. Straight ahead here, you can see um, our national colors on display, um, decorations of one kind or another, and plants that were planted alongside the road. Yep. I guess the birds are sunbathing. Folks, I just been accosted there by I always say, even though I retired, a co-worker. He lives up in St. Mark's and he's just headed from work and observed the vehicle, drove the vehicle, and, and stopped by to say hello. You know, I was expecting that. I knew that if he had only seen me, he was going to stop, and there it was. Folks, have you seen any difference in terms of the distance between the sun and the imaginary line? The mere fact that it's getting lower and lower. Because remember, at one point in time, it was way up the top. Yep. Really? Really? Ah, you look as though I got to apply or run for that office, have them to change the constitution to have such. Woo! Folks, I almost got. I almost had a non in the water stone seawater bath. So as it is now, it is now 5:45. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will certainly do that. It's 5:45, and I'm quite sure by 6 o'clock or so, or maybe just before, uh, the sun would have all but disappeared. So it will then be setting in another horizon, in another area, another part of the hemisphere. Yeah? And so tomorrow again it will repeat itself. It would make the circle around. We will see it rise and then set again in the west. That is just how the ecosystem works. Again, I want to thank each and every one of you that has commented and joined us live here in the beautiful trial state of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. I have to always emphasize that because a lot of us don't know what it is we have. Thank you for joining the live. Again, as I said, for some of you, it's already nighttime. It's already Tuesday. Yep. I welcome each and every one of you. I always invite you to comments. Yes. I I would always say that I use comments as my measuring stick. Yeah. To ensure that what I'm doing makes sense, not just to me, but to you. So continue to share, and please subscribe as I shrug along this journey, step by step by step. As the sun sets to the environment, the surroundings, the light in general disappears slowly as the transition from day into night sets in. Thank you, Lydia. Take care of yourself. Good night to you as well, and sprinkle my regards. I'm going to be here till it disappears. Folks, the action of the waves getting stronger and stronger, so I have to move away a little bit. Folks, just look at the distance at the moment between the sun and the water's edge, the imaginary line. It will appear to folks that my phone battery is at the point of dying out. I'm going to continue until that time comes. If it does end, you would understand why. My apologies. But the whole aim of this live is to capture in its entirety this sunset on this day, Monday, the 26th of May, 2025. Again, wherever you are, thank you for joining this live. Thank you for commenting. Please share, like, and ultimately subscribe. Please, Lord. I am hoping that the battery would last until the sun completes its setting in the distance. Folks, just check the distance as it is there now between the sun and the imaginary line. Ooh, beautiful. So as it is now, there is less glare, less humidity, less heat as it goes lower and lower and lower. Folks, and you see the difference? The difference now as compared to half an hour ago? Or is there any difference? Are you seeing any difference? Yes, my dear, it is getting dark. And you can see the sun, as far as the sunset is concerned, it's at its final leg. And my battery, my phone battery too, is at its final leg. I'm just hoping that it would last till the sun completes its setting. So that's the effect of nature, folks. The things that you and I have no control over, but was put there for a reason. Just a look at the surroundings here, folks. Here, mountains behind us. Yep. Thank you for joining the live, Sister Sharon. How are you? We're on the western side here, your sister and I, in the parish of St. John, Palmas to be exact. Yeah? We're bringing you the sunset, a view of the sunset from the western side in the parish of St. John, Palmas Bay. Thank you, same to you, and be safe. Hi, Shaman. How are you? Hey, Kathleen, that's not my sister. Not the Sharon you're accustomed with. But I do believe you know her. That's Sharon Francois. That's Glenda, Louis, Andrew's sister. Come on over. Come on over. You know the two hot feet. Never dull day. So this is a Sunset Monday. Sunset Monday. We are miles away from our home. We're on the west coast of the island. Oh, ain't that beautiful? Look at the sun just above what appeared to be a mountain formation of clouds. As it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Hey, Charmaine, what's up? What's up? Folks, I want to thank each and every one of you who are on this line, who has joined this live, who has commented. My endeavor from this day forward is to bring you image of the sunset from various ends or various parts of the beautiful tri-island state of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. So do stay tuned and look forward for the next Sunset Monday Live. Oh, there goes a yacht in the distance. A black sails. Hey, Sister Sharon, what's up? What's up? What's up? We're in St. John's, the parish of St. John, Palmers Bay to be exact. Bringing to you Sunset Monday. Sunset Monday. I hope you do enjoy. Folks, take a look at the yacht. Soon time it will have disappeared behind those rocks. Hi, Eileen, how are you? You have been missing in action lately. Folks, so the sun is about to disappear. Yep, it's gradually descending or is about to hide between the clouds there in the distance. Sorry? How are you? How have you been? I trust that you've been taken good care of. Oh, that would be so good to have us subscribe. Folks, the waves are getting stronger and stronger. It seems as though high tide is setting in. Folks, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining this live on this beautiful Monday, Sunset Monday, from the west coast of the beautiful Island state of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique, Palmas Bay to be exact. Thank you for viewing, following, sharing, liking, but most of all, commenting. I would endeavor, as long as the Almighty tarries me through, to showcase another sunset in another jurisdiction come next Monday. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, thank you and have a good evening.